In the last few weeks, there's been a ton of news around student loans. The Supreme Court ruled that President Biden's 10 to 20,000 forgiveness was not legal, and so that was not allowed. You had the Budget Act that occurred a few weeks ago that caused that the student loan payment pause that's been happening for the last 3 years since COVID is going to end on August 30th. Payments will restart in October. So there's a lot of buzz around student loans. But I know that a lot of people, a lot of borrowers were a little bit bummed that the student loan forgiveness thing didn't happen. So what other options are there? What other solutions are there for repaying your student loans? Like, is forgiveness still possible? And in this video, I really want to highlight and give you the courage that I personally feel that Congress and the president are missing the boat here on student loan forgiveness, not because I think, not on a moral reason, because I think there's some people like, well, they got their loans and you repay them back. I'm not talking about that. Is what I'm talking about is that student loan forgiveness has been around since the 90s. There are 6 programs already in place that already have student loan forgiveness built into them. I really wish that Congress and the president would be pushing those programs to the public so that they became more aware of how they work and that they are very accessible to people. Student loan forgiveness it's something that President Clinton put into place. It's been passed many, many times into law by Congress over and over again. 6 times it's already been passed, and it's very accessible. So let me describe what that is. Many borrowers are familiar with income-driven repayment. However, most borrowers think income-driven repayment equals I don't make very much money. That is not true. Income-driven repayment is for the low-income earner, the middle-income earner, and the high-income earner. And all of those individuals can still receive forgiveness on the backside of their loans. Every single one of them. How does it work? First, you need to choose an income-driven repayment plan. There's lots of choices, but the 2 choices that are most likely going to be applicable to you are repayee and payee. It's best, in my opinion, to get help from a student loan specialist because they can analyze your loans and help you determine what is the best way to pay this off. Is the repayee program the best? Is the payee program the best? They can run simulations in the future and help you determine what is the best solution for you. There are a variety of student loan specialists around the country. I don't know which one is best. I personally like Student Loan Tutor. That's who I like the best. I like the way that they go about it. I think they do a great job. They can help you analyze your loans and help you determine which is best. Once you're in the proper plan, your student loan monthly payment is likely going to be less, specifically if you work with a company like Student Loan Tutor, because not only do they help analyze your loans, they also help you keep your payment low. So they have strategies in place that you can implement that will keep your payment typically between 0 and 500. Varies from person to person, situation to situation. But now your payment's significantly less. So now you've relieved some cash flow crunch in your life. You keep your payment low for the entirety of the program. The programs go a long time, like they're 20 and 25 years in length. But when you reach the end of the program and you still have debt, that debt gets forgiven. You're going to save money on your student loans by being in one of these programs. So if you want to save money on your student loans, get with a specialist like Student Loan Tutor, get your payment low, be in the program for the entire time, and when you receive forgiveness, the government is going to give you a 1099. When you get a 1099, they're going to give you what your loan balance was in the form of taxation. So you're paying taxes on that amount, not paying off the amount. So the program got you out of debt, and you saved money on the entirety of your loan. So for example, if I had a $250,000 worth of debt, I would probably pay about 120-ish thousand in taxes. So I saved the difference between 250 and 150 and then whatever I paid along the way, but it's likely that I'm paying significantly less than I would have had I paid the loan off the normal way. The best thing that I like about the fact that this flexibility offers is it frees up cash flow. And when you free up cash flow, you can turn that into wealth. And so if you can shift your payment that you were going to pay, let's just say it was going to be $1,800 a month, and now the payment is $200, and you have $1,600 of freed up cash flow. If you can shift that $1,600 into something that's growing for you, into a high interest account, or into something that's moving for you, not only are you going to get out of debt when you reach the end of the time frame, but you're going to have created an asset out of this. So you can make your student loans be a positive for you if you do it right. Now you understand, I think, a little bit of why I think the government and the Congress and the president should be pushing this type of program, because not only does it solve the forgiveness problem, but it also solves people's problem of not being able to build wealth along the way. I get a little bit of passion about it. I get excited about it because I think this is a solution that many borrowers need. That's why I'm creating this video. If you know people that have student loan debt, specifically student loan debts that are above 6 figures, this can make a huge difference on your payments. It can make a huge difference over the life of the loan, and it can make a huge difference on the wealth that you create. Because the more money that you have in debt, the more wealth that you can create with this program, and it can be a big win for you. Make it a win-win. Student loans got you a job and a profession that allowed you to express yourself in business and get paid for it. Now you can make that student loan debt through the government programs that have already been passed into law work for you so that you can make ahead even further than you would have been had you paid it off the normal way. Use student loan specialist. Reach out to me if you need it. biglifefinancial.com/student loans is a great way to get on my calendar. Otherwise, just find a solution and know that this has already been solved. I really wish that Congress would be doing this already. Hope this was helpful. If you have questions, leave them in the comments, reach out to me. Let's get this problem of student loan debt solved, at least have a solution for it so we can move forward, stop arguing, and live a big and better life. Thank you. Justin Maxwell, Big Life Financial.